That way.
Where'd you get that thing?
Since sadness make rappers in minutes. People in this crew.
The intro.
Yeah.
All right.
No, go ahead. You do it. I did it last time.
Do I need to clap?
No, we just clap so we can get the audio
Couped
matched
Up
up.
Podcast, episode 5. This is like the last of our first 5 episodes. We're going to start posting after this. You excited?
Check us out at First Fridays. We'll be
we're
there.
about to be First Fridays. We're at DVA 2%.
DVA 2%.
What is that all about? What
It's
is it?
DVA actually is DVA, so it means 2 in Russian. So basically just 2%.
Okay, are you Russian?
I am Russian.
That's dope.
Russian, half Armenian.
So where does that come from in your family?
My mother is Russian. My dad's Armenian.
Okay.
So I was born overseas. I've been here since 1999. Since I was 7.
Okay. What's that like?
Over there?
Yeah. No, being
here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Being
it's
here,
cool. I'm
from over
pretty much from here now at this point.
Yeah,
you know?
at this point.
I've been here my whole life. I do still speak Russian, like with family and stuff. But I've been here, man. This is pretty much all I really know. It's too young out there.
Yeah.
I remember it, but it's not like such an early part of my life. I don't.
So did you come to KC like
Straight
immediately?
to KC. I moved here. My grandma actually worked at a Great Clip salon. And at the Great Clips
so
on Ward Parkway
Clips
Mall.
Haircuts.
Yeah, I used to get the Great Clips.
Oh
haircuts,
no, I
dude.
can't mess with that.
Yeah, we moved here. I lived down here for a while. Now I'm up north. Opened the store.
Wait, didn't you go to Great? You got your hair cut by a white girl from.
Yeah, it wasn't that Great Clips though. She cut me up nice. It was this barbershop in Overland Park. This white girl, I gave her a chance and she came through.
I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty
There's
good.
a barbershop next door.
Really?
Yeah,
that where you
I
are?
think they're pretty good. I think they're good. They get a lot of people in and out. Yeah, shout out Madeline and Jackie.
Shout out Madeline, Jackie.
I have 2 people that cut my hair. My cousin and then her name's Katie, the white girl that cuts my hair in Overland Park.
Dude, I have a friend from high school who braids, and she's pretty good at braiding, but I won't let her cut my hair. Shout out to Gracie though.
No.
Shout out Gracie.
Shout out to Gracie.
Shout out Gracie. So, how did you get this started? When did you just start collecting clothes, I guess?
I've been collecting for a long time. This honestly wasn't even an idea till this year. We went to LA. Me and my girlfriend went to LA on my birthday weekend. So February 23rd. That was a Friday or Saturday. Anyway, the Bape store out there had they had their 1-year anniversary.
I've never been to the Bape store out there.
We went out there for they were doing you could come in and pick a design, pick whatever you want, put your name, put your number, you could pick the design you want, and they would print it right in front of you, right there for you. So
I saw something like that for Off-White. I saw they were doing something like that too.
That stuff's super cool. You gotta do that if you can, because they're only gonna do it then, and then plus that design will never be out again.
Yeah, and then so you were in LA. You went to the Bape store, so that kind of sparked the inspiration.
Well, I've always been into this stuff, they all know. We've been into this forever, since we were young, you know. And then I've just been collecting. Girlfriend started being like, "Hey, you need to do something with all this stuff." Mm-hmm. And then literally while we were out there, I was like, you know what? Let's just open a store. Literally, it was just let's just open a store. And this was literally this year. Well, I don't know 4 months later, we're looking for spots. We're where are we gonna go? First, we went to 39th Street. That didn't work out. There's another spot on 39th. That didn't work out. Then we found this spot. It was an old restaurant. So part of this is a restaurant, you know. We blocked everything off, fixed it up. Now we're here in Westport, on Westport Road, you know.
That's so cool.
This is the best spot to be.
I got on your Wi-Fi and it was a deli or something.
Mario's Deli.
So
she's still next door. Sheila's Grinder Shop. She's still next door, but she's just doing carry out now.
She's still next door.
She's doing carry out. Yeah, best meatball sandwich you'll have.
So you did all this basically this year, from idea to
February since my birthday. So that's when the idea. We were literally just out at some restaurant out there just eating. And I'm talking to her. I'm like, you know what? We should just go ahead and open a store. At this point, I have so much stuff, so much.
That's a bold thing to do, because opening a business is not going to be the easiest thing. And so, what are kind of the challenges that you've
the hardest part even?
The hardest part of even starting a business. What do you think is that?
Just honestly, it's not as hard as you would think. It's all the licensing and stuff. You know, that's annoying, dealing with the government and doing this and doing that, going there, and then you need this now or you need this and that. But other than that, you just have to do it. If you want to do something, you just have to do it and not worry about, oh, well, what if this happens? Because it might happen, but you'll deal with that then because you're already so far into it. Like, you have no other option but to, like, get it done, man.
That's kind of what we came up with this podcast. Like, we were just talking about it. Like, maybe, like, yeah, at the beginning of the summer, like, we were talking before this. And then, like 3 weeks ago, we were like, we should start doing this, I guess.
Yeah.
It took a while to get everything to come in. Like, we had to buy a bunch of stuff. And it's been more expensive than we thought it would be. But
yeah. But what we've learned from this is, like, the energy that you put out towards people, like, because this is promoting people, but this is also people helping us. So, like, if you're putting out the energy towards people, like, hey, this is what we are. We're positive. We're not trying to have any hate towards any other person in the community. Even if they do a podcast, like, we'd love to have them on our podcast. It doesn't matter. But the energy that you're going to put out is what you put it, or what you get back. So,
and I've seen that today with just your customers.
Yeah. So, like, I've seen that when I walked in my first time. My first time walking in, I was getting some meal on the plaza, and I saw it pop up on my phone. So I came in right before close, and, like, literally the energy right when I walked in was positive energy. And that's different than a lot of the stores out here. It's just, like, you can go across the street and they'll be like, oh, hi. And then, like, that's it. Or you can go up the street and
not say anything.
But that's just crazy to me. Like,
you just got to put out positive. It's like, first of all, I'm selling something.
Yeah.
So it's like, you got to be cool with the people. Especially, it's like, that's why we're going to do a bigger store. But this is more like, I don't know, it might sound weird, intimate. Like, so it's like, everything is right here. You see me, you talk to me. We kind of got to know each other, or else it's just going to be mad awkward. Like, you walk in, I don't talk to you, I don't say nothing. Like, because, like, I'm just right there.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
yeah.
The whole time.
So
yeah.
if I'm just, like, on my phone or not talking, it's like, it makes it weird for everybody. Like, you're going to be like, yo, I'm not going back.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have came back. We wouldn't be doing
exactly.
this right now.
Not at all.
So that's my main thing, and it's like, you got to treat people how you want to be treated. Unless they give you a reason not to like them, which I still like them. Mm-hmm. But it's like, don't start off on that foot, you know, where it's like, you gotta be, everything has to be weird, like, you're trying to be a cool guy. None of us are that cool.
I don't know if you, like, get your vintage clothes from, like, a garage sale or something, if you ever done that, but, like, if you go into somebody's garage and they don't say anything to you, it's so awkward.
I hate going to garage sales in the first place, because, like, I'll drive by sometimes.
Some of the dopest stuff I've ever found is, like, at a garage sale.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And you get it for really cheap. And that's my main thing here, too, like, a lot of stuff I get good deals on, and I buy from people. I've collected it, whatever. So I try to market it to where, like, it'll just move. And people will be like, okay, well, I got a good deal on this. I could still sell it and still make my money back. And that's how kind of I think it should be. Like, I'm not trying to get top dollar for some of this stuff. I could get a lot of money for some of it. What's the point, though? Because then that one item is going to sit there. They're going to come. Plus, it's a small store. So they're always coming back, and it's the same thing. You're looking at the same thing all the time. It's like, what's the point of coming to the store again if it's always going to be repetitive and nothing's selling because it's priced so high?
So, you said you were opening another store, so that means you have a lot of product, so you're constantly, like, moving stuff in and out.
Oh,
Is
I'm
that
not
what you're
opening
doing?
another store.
Oh, I thought that's what you just said. No.
No.
Okay.
I mean, you don't want to. You want to price everything to sell, you know?
Okay, gotcha.
So it's like, it's not repetitive. Whenever you come in, it's going to be different stuff.
Gotcha.
So it's like you're almost coming to a different store every time. It's not like the same stuff sitting all day because it's priced pretty fairly low to where, like, it shouldn't be here very long.
I feel you.
So you said the DVA was kind of with family?
It was just
your
like
background.
Yeah. I just wanted to incorporate something along that line. You know what I mean?
So what does your family think about the business?
Oh, they're all about this. They're entrepreneurs, man.
What do they do?
My dad has a medical transportation company, so he's been doing that. He's done it all, man. It's like, they're cool. They know everybody who has potential, who knows how to do it. This was just like something that was gonna take time to do. I should have done this before, man. Mm-hmm. But it's just like, everything takes time. It took a long. I've been through a bunch of stuff, you know.
Yeah. So
last like 3 years. So it's like, this was just like the right timing. Plus, like, you guys said you just went to Chicago not too long ago.
Yeah, not too long ago. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, it was
it's
great.
a nice refreshment to, like, get away from, like...
Yeah, you got to get out of here sometimes.
And that's, like, the big eye-opener. Like, you'll be stuck in this little hole, and then you're, like, start, like, spiraling kind of almost backwards to where nothing's happening. And you get out of here for a little bit, and then it's, like, okay, it's like a...
It kind of also shows you, like, there's bigger things out there than just what's in Kansas City, and it kind of shows...
That you can get out,
yeah,
basically.
You could expand, like, because... Out here, maybe a year and a half ago, there were no stores out here like this.
No, not at all.
And then, like, I feel like once people actually start getting out and coming back here, they're like, okay, we could actually open up something. Because other cities definitely have way more than what we have out here.
Oh yeah, the boutiques type deals. They're all over in big cities. They've been had those.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see that there's more and more. Like, I want to see more and more because like I tell everybody, it's like we're really not each other's competition. We're not. There's so, especially when there's vintage older stuff or like any of the stuff I sell. Nobody's gonna have the same stuff, especially if it's exclusive stuff. Not all of us are gonna have the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like this item, I might price it a little higher than them, or whoever it is, or they might price this a little higher. But it's like they're gonna get this here or that there. It's like it doesn't matter. It's like so we should all be kind of on each other's side because, dude, there's enough money in this industry. It's clothing. Fashion is huge, dude.
It's getting bigger too.
So we should all eat, for sure.
So what did you do before this?
Worked for my dad. I did like logistics for his company. Nothing cool.
Nothing
What
cool.
was that like? What was the
Not
experience
cool.
like?
Like not fun. I didn't like it. That's when I came to the point. I was like, man, I can't do this.
So this is like your dream now. You're living your
This
dream.
is, yeah, pretty much. Like this is what I love to do. All of us, like all the homies in here, everyone's coming in. Like it's not even like a job, you know.
Yeah.
You could just come. Like I don't even care if you're buying anything. You come kick it, come chill.
Yeah.
Like I'm not. It's not like hurry up, buy, get out of here. Like I don't. None of that, dude. Not at all.
So you said like the past 3 years weren't the best for you. Was that because of the job or was that because?
No, I had all kinds of stuff, just like all kinds of stuff going on. With like, I have a kid. I went through like some court stuff with that, and everything's cool now. But it was like, it's a long process when you're dealing with stuff like that. It's a headache.
Sometimes in like the hardest times, you come up with the best ideas.
Yeah, man.
So
you grow from parts of your life like that, really.
So DVA family, what does 2% mean? What is that?
Honestly, not much of anything. It's just 2%. Like, kind of like, so there's like the 1%ers. We're not that at all. So it's like 2%. It's like a little off of that. You know what I mean? Like it's not like 1% we're better. It's just 2%. The second half, we're all right. We're right here. Yeah.
And you've kind of been looking at clothes like this for a while. And the other day you told us you don't really like to rock it as much.
I don't wear as much of it. I like to. I'll wear, but like nothing crazy. I don't wear none of the wild stuff.
Yeah.
I try to just keep it like straight to the point.
Why? Why do you do that?
That's just my style. Like I will rock a pair of grillz. That's what we do the gold teeth too. But like nothing like too crazy. I'm not like I don't like this is kind of weird that I'm even doing this because I don't like attention. Like that. I don't like people knowing what's going on. I don't like people like all eyes on me type of stuff.
I feel that 100%.
I'm not like that at all. Like I'm rather just like I don't want people to know what's going on or what I'm doing. Like low key.
That's why we try to make this more like a conversation because I like forget about the camera like 20 minutes in.
That's how it should be though. Like we could talk because I usually don't do stuff like this at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't like being publicized or anything like oh look no.
Like with social media, the whole attention aspect is the part that kind of draws me away from social media because I don't like people seeing what I do every single day.
Yeah.
But like for us doing a podcast, we're now personalities, so we have to show our personality on social media. So that's kind of what I've been trying to do.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to just post because I do some corny stuff sometimes. Like I do some dumb stuff. Like last night we had this book. What was that book called?
Oh no, I don't remember. But it just had a bunch of quotes in it.
Yeah, we both valet cars, so like we have nothing to do, and we're overnight. So like
we're at over
Ameristar.
Oh man.
Yeah, we do like places around here too, like restaurants like Stock Hill, the 5-star steakhouse, and then like Monarch Bar.
Man, I had some times over at the Ameristar.
Yeah,
you guys are night valet. Yeah, I had a throughout
There's some
those
crazy
years.
stuff that
I had
happens
a
at night.
crazy gambling problem, dude.
Oh
Really?
man.
Yeah, I was gambling all the time. I was at the time.
We know all the crazy gambling. Like
not anymore.
The same people every night.
Yeah, I'm on bets off now. Like like throughout that time I was gambling a lot. Now I put that in my past.
Oh, online?
No, like at Ameristar.
Oh, at Ameristar.
So now I'm on bets off. I can't even go to the casinos. Because I signed up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hear that on the radio. Bets off. Yeah.
Sawn off if you want.
Yeah, because it's like it's not worth it, dude. That gambling stuff.
Yeah.
And that was a part of one issue, all that stuff. But I put that in the past. Like everybody can progress and get to the next point in life because
that's true. It's we could see that it's definitely addicting.
You guys see the same people.
Yeah,
all the
every
time.
night.
Every single
And then
time,
they-
every
sometimes
single
they're-
night, multiple times a day. Like,
And then they come out like they'll come in happy or like in a, like a okay mood, but they come out and they're pissed. They don't even talk to you. Like you'll be like, "Oh, have a nice day." They don't say shit. It's so weird.
They lost all the money they had. Like,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
but they act like it's our fault.
yeah, they're definitely losing a lot of money, and they're like saying like the valets. Like, what?
They're not even tipping you, but like they
Exactly.
came in with money,
Yeah.
left with
Yeah.
none. Yeah, that's crazy. That's what happens.
It's
when
funny because both of us we work at a casino, but we've never actually been to one. Like
Yeah.
we're of
We
age,
were
we've
saying
never
that
been
last
in
night,
there.
too.
Don't go if you've never been and you guys are. How old are you guys?
I'm 21.
21.
Or I'm 22 now.
You're
I always
21?
forget.
Man, yeah.
I just
it's not
turned
even
22.
worth it. It ain't,
Yeah.
It's not cool. You're just literally just. The casinos are gonna hate me for. You're just literally feeding them money. Like the place isn't built on. It's built on losers.
Yeah,
That's why they stay
that's
afloat.
why they make money. That's how they
It's
make money.
built on losers,
Yeah.
dude. So it's like it's definitely not worth it. None of it's worth it.
Mhm.
And plus, when you win one time,
And then it makes you feel so much better.
and then you're like, I'm gonna do that again. You're not though.
Yeah.
like you're not. You're just gonna keep losing more money. You win 20,000, you're gonna lose that and some.
What's the most you ever won in a casino?
I don't know. Disclose information.
Disclose. But like I was saying, like with social media influence, like I'm a really corny dude, to be honest. So like sometimes when I'm about to post something, I'm like, should I post this or not? Because like I do some goofy shit. Like I record myself doing some goofy shit. We had this book in there, and it was like all like poetic life quotes and
Yeah.
stuff. And like I would literally like we were just recording ourselves like saying it like in a serious tone. And like customers were like walking up to the door, knocking on the door and stuff. And we were just like,
You got a customer.
Customer.
Who is it? It's Andrew.
Yeah, but then I was like, should I even post this?
This is cool,
I-
right? They're about to come. They're alright.
Okay.
Oh,
You
You
fucking
can move it
everything
up.
up. No,
Just
I'm
move
just
it up
push
for
it
a
out.
second.
You can push that door out.
Pull the door.
See now that's like this pod. This is like the real session. Like
This is where you hang out with the homies.
this is like the homies are here. Look, they're coming through, about to knock your light out and
What's
stuff.
You kind of dodge it if you want. There's a lot of dodge.
So, do you do any like thrifting or anything like that? Or are you done with that? You just like
I
buy
can't
from people?
now, man. I'm here 7 days a week. I got Tracy helping out, but it's like, man, I can't. It's like I'm here all day because what we did is like we looked at what hours everyone was open,
Mm-hmm.
and we just whatever days they're closed, we're still open.
still open.
Whatever hour they,
Yeah.
whatever hour they close, we close an hour later. Whatever hour they open, we open an hour before.
Yeah.
Just for like those last minute people, like, oh, you want to come get a fit on a Friday, like at 8 o'clock. Come
Before you
through.
go to the club,
we might
yeah.
be here till midnight. If people are coming in, we might be here till midnight. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah. What are like your biggest worries?
Well, people are getting robbed, so obviously
That's what
getting
I was gonna
robbed.
bring up
Yeah.
after that.
But we secure like, if they get in here, they really are trying hard. We secured this. Yeah. This might be like if people see this, they're gonna be like, oh, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
But no, we got security camera, everything. You know, it's like it's. But that's the main concern when you have expensive items.
Yeah.
I put up everything that's expensive. Like I don't leave stuff out, just because what's been happening. Like
Mhm.
you can't be too careful.
Yeah.
Think about it. You take a hit with they take
all like,
all of this.
anything
dude.
that's out.
What am
And
what
then
am I
maybe even
gonna
the
do?
kids.
Where am I gonna get this stuff again?
Yeah.
Start buying it with what money? They
Yeah.
just took it all.
Yeah.
I was literally thinking that the other day, or the first time I walked in, I thought about that because you're in Westport, and what happened with like Initial. You heard about that?
Yeah, that was
Initial
crazy,
KC,
man.
And then like some kids just, I don't know how they got in. I think they threw something through the window, and then
I
they
just
just
saw
got
the
in
video they
and
posted.
They just grabbed some stuff and dipped. Like that's just crazy to me. And what I was thinking the other day when me and Jason walked in, you were here by yourself. And we walked straight back there. I was like, I hope he's not scared that we're going to run up on him or something.
No, I'm
Because
not
he had all
worried
those
like that.
Louis bags back there and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not worried like that. Like, if someone's coming to do something mid-daylight, they're really bold. Plus, there's cameras everywhere. Like, you're gonna get, I don't know. Plus, if you think about that too much, you focus your attention and energy on negativity. Like,
Yeah.
that negative shit will happen.
You can't have that positive. Then you wouldn't have that positive attitude when people come
Yeah,
in.
when
Like,
people will come in, I want you. It's small, so you're gonna either feel it or you're not.
Mm-hmm.
You should, because I'm not putting out no negativity. Like, everything's cool in here. Like, everyone's welcome. People come in, they don't buy anything. I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as like you're like, oh, okay, this place was cool. They were cool in there. Like, you'll come back eventually. Even if you don't, at least you had a good time while you were here. Like, nothing was negative. It wasn't like,
Yeah.
you're not gonna go tell somebody like, man, that was
Ass.
that was ass. That store sucked. That dude with the tattoos, like, I do not like him. You know, like,
Yeah.
never. It's never gonna be like that in here.
How tatted are you?
All the way, almost.
All the way?
Yeah, yeah.
Forearms, chest.
We need the
Chest,
face
back.
tat next.
No face tats. No face tats, dude. No face tats.
Do you usually go from inspiration on something, or do you
Sometimes, man, it's like, I don't know. Tattoos are tattoos. I get them whenever I want it. If I want that, I want that. There's not gonna be a meaning to some of them.
Yeah.
It's where people get it like misconstrued. What do you does it have to have a meaning for?
Yeah.
If maybe like, oh, I remember when I got that and it was like, this is what happened at the time. That's all that was the meaning of it was. And that time, that's what was going on.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Like, I have one that means something, and then I have 3 of them, but like 2 of them mean something and 1 doesn't. People are like, "What's that one?" And I'm like, "I just wanted it, man."
I did 2 of his tattoos. I was doing tattoos for like just a little
man.
bit. Not legally, but
Obviously,
I was just doing a few of his tattoos.
Man.
Have you gotten any like illegally, or are they all just from art?
Man, I got my first
That was
tattoo.
crazy.
I got my first tattoo with Tracy.
Oh, for real?
Tracy works here too. First tattoo with Tracy, man. I don't even remember where we were. Like 15. We went to this dude's house. Man, it was sketchy.
What was his name? Cookie?
Was it out
Pookie
here?
did your tattoo.
Was it out here?
It was out here, like Independence or somewhere. Like, it was like a trap house. I swear to
For
God,
real?
this dude had like 6 snakes, like 4
Oh,
Rottweilers, bro. He was like, he asked me, he goes, "How old are you?" Tracy was like, I told him the truth. I was like, I'm 15. It was like this big, like,
It was when you were 15.
yeah, we were 15, big
Oh,
dude.
that's funny.
He was like, don't tell anybody where you got this done, because I told him I was 15. It was
man.
Tracy remembers that. That was too much.
So how long
It was
have you
kinda
guys
Shout out
good
to that
though,
guy.
Shout out to that dude, whoever he is.
So you guys have been homies for a while.
Yeah, a long time. Yeah,
Was that since school?
since like what?
Your freshman year.
My freshman year, yeah.
What was that?
So when was that? 2008, 2007, 2007.
How old are you now?
I'm 27.
Okay.
How'd you 2 lovebirds meet?
School, yeah. It's
Like,
we were
like
we
what
were all
happened?
we were in like the bad classes.
Oh, the
We
back
were
classes.
like we were like the whenever you didn't do good in the math class, so they put you in this math class.
Yeah, I know what you
That's
mean.
what class we were in.
Oh man, I was on the other end of the spectrum. I was standing out.
I know. I can tell by the way you talk.
That's what, oh my god, I get that all the time.
Yeah, by the way you talk,
No,
you're
but
like very proper.
Literally.
You remind me of my buddy. He's Parker, doesn't he?
Oh yeah.
That way you talk is Parker's Story. Shout out Parker's Story. That's my guy.
Yeah, I grew up in Gainesville, Virginia, with like my mom was dating like this millionaire dude, so I went to like a very, very nice school for a few years, and then I moved to California. Then I came back here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it was just like, I don't know. That's basically people wonder like why I talk so proper, and it was
No,
my
it's
school.
not
It was
that.
definitely my school. It was me and my brother.
It's educated.
It's educated. It's,
Me,
yeah, no,
me
it's
and my
good.
brother were like the only 2 black kids in the whole school. Like that's how crazy it was.
That's really, and when you get to Lee Summit, like we both
Yeah.
went to school in Lee Summit. There's like really not that many black people either.
But it was more for me. Like I was like,
Yeah.
okay, finally.
You're like, this is what I'm used
Yeah, I
to.
was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Well, when I moved here, I went to Bryant Elementary School, which it was right off of what is that, Warnell? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's not a school anymore. They just closed it down. But that's like where all the area was like super nice, you know, because all the rich people lived there. But all the rich people sent their kids to the private schools. So it was like all the foreigners that went to that school. So it was like, I don't know, it's weird. That Plaza area is crazy because
Yeah,
it's
it is.
really nice right here, and then over here
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the worst part of
That's
town.
Just a couple
that's all
streets,
over. Like,
and
you
you're
can be
like,
on
oh.
one street, it's fine, and then move
Yeah.
over one street. Like someone literally, this is kind of negative, but someone like last year just got shot like a block, 2 blocks from here.
Oh man, it's all over.
Like,
Though. It's
just
like it's
outside my
nothing new
apartment
out
complex.
here,
Like,
dude. It's like we're
it's any like you could be in a nice like Westport. I would consider nice, but bad shit happens here. But like you could be in a nice area, but 2 blocks down, like it's not as nice.
anything goes around. This is the thing though. Like people that come in there from out of town, and we've only been open a week, and people come in from out of town because my like those sponsored ads we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
So it's like And they'll be like, yeah, it's kind of dangerous out here. I'm like, it's really dangerous anywhere.
Yeah,
it's
I wouldn't
know
feel
how
like
to-
it's dangerous because I'm not like.
We're
scared
used
or
to it,
anything,
though.
but Yeah, true.
And it's like, if you know how to behave and act, like, don't go barking up the wrong tree. Like, something might happen. If you're just like, yeah, there's incidents where it's like randomly wrong place, wrong time. But mostly it's like the bad shit happens because you're like out of line. You can't be out of line.
You cannot be out of line.
Especially in a
anybody.
city where it's
You
like
don't
this.
know.
It's like this where it's like we're like second or third in homicides. Like, you can't be just out in
So
public
we're
like
second or
acting
third.
crazy to the wrong person.
Okay.
Come on. Like, know how to act in front
And
of people.
homicides. That was it. We were trying to figure that out because we were talking about that on a different podcast.
Yeah.
And I said I thought we were first or something, but
We're like second or third.
Okay.
We're like, and that's huge for a city that's not that big.
Yeah.
Think about it, like Chicago's like number 1 or so. I don't know. It's something like, but like we're not that big of a city
Yeah.
for us to be like in the top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy to even think about. Like,
Yeah,
what's
I
up
wouldn't
there?
have known that unless I looked it up. But
What's like number
that's
1?
crazy to me.
So I think probably Chicago,
Chicago,
Chirac, right?
Detroit.
Detroit's up there, just like we're up there with those, and then like St. Louis, but that's like
I literally went to Detroit once.
St. Louis is in Chicago pretty much. Well,
Yeah.
It's
They're close.
they're touch.
Yeah.
St. Louis touches Illinois.
Yeah.
Because there's East St. Louis, and it's
Yeah.
like that's on the border.
It's
Just like
in
Kansas
Illinois.
City and Kansas City, Kansas and Missouri.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
All of that, man. It's like but you gotta know how to act. Don't be acting all crazy.
Yeah, I went to Detroit recently, just for a stop at an airport, and me and my girlfriend just went out to get McDonald's just in the terminal, and then we went to the McDonald's, and right when we ordered, there was already a fight going on in there. I was like, I'm not going to this. If this is happening in the airport right when I touch down, I am not stepping
In
foot
the
outside.
airport at McDonald's?
Yeah, like at a McDonald's. Like, how are you gonna fight
That's
in a
crazy.
McDonald's?
Man,
In
those
the
big those big airports have the McDonald's. It's crazy in there. People be waiting 35 minutes to get like a McChicken though. Like
Yeah,
I'd be
true.
fighting too probably. Why would like
Popeyes.
the Popeyes?
Oh,
getting,
man,
I was getting
Popeyes.
pissed in line.
Popeyes.
'Cause
You
they-
waited?
He
I
waited
thought-
an hour in line.
Twice.
That's how
I feel-
Popeyes is making millions.
Yeah.
They gotta be right now.
What Isaiah's dad came in and said they made 21 million in one day.
Yeah, probably.
Off of chicken sandwiches, dude.
They're probably paying people to
The one
to
out here, I
promote this,
swear
like
they
on
do-
Twitter.
yeah.
It's going
Yeah,
crazy.
They don't
That's-
need to pay people, to be honest. Like, 'cause
It's probably
everyone's
going off on
promoting
its
it.
own.
What's up though? Like Popeyes has always had chicken sandwiches, right?
I don't think so.
I don't
think
know.
it's new.
They
Is
had the
it?
sliders.
Have
Oh,
they?
that's KFC.
Yeah,
had the
KFC had
sliders.
the sliders.
Man, yeah, I don't know.
What?
The Popeyes never had chicken sandwiches, just fried chicken.
I don't think they had chicken sandwiches.
I don't know.
But the one out here, I swear they take as long as they can on purpose.
Well, it's
'Cause
the
they're
one over there
pissed.
off
Of Linwood.
of Linwood.
Yes.
That's the worst
They
Popeyes
do-
to go to.
They
you
literally
know?
do that on purpose. Like, they're like,
Because
I
it's the
don't
only
care.
Popeyes. They're
Yeah.
like, fuck it, if you want Popeyes, you're gonna have to do
You're
it.
gonna have to
over
come
here.
here. Just like there's like, I don't know what we can and can't talk about. There's no Wally Worlds around here. So you gotta go
Yeah.
outside the city, and the closest, like the Raytown one, like I'm not about to be hanging out at that Wally World.
yeah. Not at all.
Yeah, I'm from Leaf Summit, and there's like 2 in Leaf Summit. And then I just moved here recently. I moved to Kansas City.
There's one
This
off
is-
like Chip.
Now I'm
I think.
shopping at like Whole Foods. I'm like, what is this?
Whole Foods.
Eating good. That's how.
Eating
That's
good.
what we have.
No,
We have
Whole
a
Foods
Price
is
Chopper and a
expensive.
Sprouts. I like Sprouts.
Whole Foods is expensive.
It's
I
all
can't
you
do
gotta
something.
do. That the thing is with like grocery shopping, you go to certain places for certain stuff. But now we just get this one thing. It's like they deliver the groceries. You just cook up what it has.
Uh-huh.
I end up saving. It sounds like it's more expensive, but it's not because we go grocery shopping and everything just goes bad.
Yeah.
So then we don't. So this sends you the ingredients, sends you the recipe. You make it that night.
It's
That's
an
it.
app, or is it?
It's like it's called. I don't.
Is it a company?
It's a company. It's called Freshly.
So you have to do this every day?
No, like
Oh.
they send you like a little care package.
Oh, okay,
It
gotcha.
has like 4 meals that are like in a brown paper sack. It has all the ingredients and the
Four-
meat's frozen.
4 meals
4
for
meals.
like a day, or
No, for like a whole week, like 5 meals. Say it's five meals for
Mhm.
2 people. So it's like me and my girlfriend, enough for both of us.
Oh, I need to check that out.
It's honestly like you would think it's more expensive, but it
Yeah.
actually saves you money because everything goes bad in our fridge. So everything we bought goes bad.
Yeah, I need to check that out.
I'd rather like buy for that day. Okay, this is what we're gonna eat today. Boom. Because everything, if I'm like, oh, we're gonna drink this milk, we never drink that damn milk.
And it's
Mhm.
local? It's local?
No, it's like they just ship it. I don't know where they're at.
That's
Anywhere.
weird.
It comes in like a little box with like a little freezer thing, and it has like dry ice for the meat, so the meat's frozen. You throw it in the freezer. Say today you want to make like the spicy meatball something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can choose like vegetarian or vegan or whatever you want.
I'll just usually meal prep and just like cook for the week.
Oh,
See,
good job.
That's if I did that, then I would say
Yeah.
save money. But
It's annoying, like, because when I do it, I just, like, eat the same thing. That gets annoying, though.
Yeah. When
It's just, like, chicken,
I don't
chicken,
mind
chicken.
if it's good. Like I can eat cauliflower rice all week. I
that's-
could just eat a bag of cauliflower rice all the
That
time.
doesn't sound good. What is that? Is
What?
it
I've never heard of that.
cauliflower
Literally
and
just
rice?
chopped up cauliflower and you just like sear it pretty much. It's good. I think it's good.
Huh.
I tried to go vegetarian and it lasted what, like 3 days?
3 days.
Like 3 days, and then they had a cookout. Our buddy's he has a detail shop over there in Northtown.
And you had to eat some of
I
that fire.
ate a burger.
Yeah, to eat some of that fire.
Yeah, I was like, let me get one of these burgers. Man.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's vegetarian, and I always forget. I'm like, oh, let's go to Popeyes. She's like, what am I going to eat?
Josiah's the dude that pulled up on the
Oh, yeah,
Honda
Josiah.
Ruckus.
Yeah, he works at one of the places we valet at.
Oh, he does?
Yeah,
Where at?
Stock Hill. Well, we'll cut that out.
Does he
Uh,
work there?
Yeah, he works at Stock Hill. He's a server.
Josiah?
I didn't know that.
I didn't
Black
know that
dude,
either.
dreads?
No, different Josiah.
Oh.
The dude that was right
The
here
dude
on
that
the
sold you
little-
the Jordans, or who's we're talking about.
Oh, he works with you guys.
Yeah.
Well, not really with us, but
He
we
works
work
at
for a
Stock
At the
Hill.
restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. He's got the good. He's
Yeah,
got the good
he got a
Jordan
lot of
ones.
good Jordan
He got
ones.
the good
He got
Jordan
a lot
ones.
of them.
Yeah, he's cool. That's Rodney's friend. Rodney was the dude that was just
Oh,
in
who
here.
just sold those ones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he sold us the ones, and then
So a lot of this is like word of mouth then.
word of mouth is huge, man. Like one person comes in, they're like, okay, that was cool. They'll tell 5 friends. Like this dude came in yesterday with 5 friends.
Mm-hmm.
They got some grills. Then I met up with him afterwards, and like one of them just happens to
We were talking about getting some like 1 tooth or 2 tooth.
1, 2,
At some
yeah,
point.
something, just
Yeah.
something
Something
slight.
little, just to put in every once in a while.
Yeah,
You
look,
need
he'll-
what we got.
He'll do your mold right now. But yeah, no, and then we met up with them up north, and they're cool. One of them's like a pro gamer,
Yeah.
plays Call of Duty professionally. It's like you meet a lot of people just coming in, especially if you're putting off good energy, they'll come back. And like you'll get those good people coming in. Like our buddy Darius, he's with Volume 1. He was here yesterday, and he met a bunch of people just being here, hanging out for a little while, you know?
Where's it? I don't even know where the new Volume 1 location is.
It's
He's
on...
See it.
It's off Wyandotte, like in the crossroads. I'm gonna tell you the exact address so you have it.
I remember when it was in Westport.
Yeah, they had that super sick
That's where I got
door.
that striped shirt that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Like, you got, it was 10 deep
40s
one.
and shorties.
No, 10 deep.
40s and
Oh.
shorties.
I got that
is
from
tight.
here.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
dude, 40s and shorties is a super cool brand.
I got onto them in like high school. I
Really?
got a shirt and I was like, this shit's dope. It had like, it was like neon and it had like strippers on the back of the shirt.
Really?
Yeah, I wore
I
it
don't
to
even
school
remember
one day
seeing
and they made me turn it inside out.
Um,
I hated when they used to do that.
Yeah, school sucked.
Oh,
It's 1919 Wyandotte.
19.
They're right there, like right on the corner of Wyandotte, right in the crossroads. They moved there. Westport.
Oh, they're in the crossroads now. That,
Yeah.
Okay. I could see that. Westport's not really.
Not on that side. I
Yeah,
feel
that
like this
side of
is-
Westport. This side is different than that side. It's weird. Like
it's
that
more
side
chill
is
over here,
yeah.
and there's a lot of clothing stuff going on.
Yeah. A lot of people just walk by their store over there. I remember that.
You didn't really, yeah. That store was so cool though. They had the huge door.
I loved it. Yeah.
I like
and
stuff
then they had
like
like
that.
an upstairs area too.
Yeah, it was like in the
Yeah.
middle of Westport where you didn't expect something like that. That's why That's why I know him. When he
Yeah.
first moved here from Atlanta,
Yeah.
I went in. I was like, "Yo, this is sick."
I never noticed it. Did you walk in there before?
No, I've never
Oh,
been
okay.
in there.
So how was Complex Con? Did you,
Complex
you
Con is super cool. If you guys get a chance to go, we're probably gonna go to one in Long Beach next.
Yeah.
It's really cool. You meet a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's cool. Everyone's like hip to all this stuff. Like I don't claim to know. I don't know a lot of this stuff, man. Like even some of the brands people throw out, and I'm like, what? Like,
Yeah.
when did this make
That's
it?
kind of
But, like,
where I'm at. Yeah.
but people
I
are
know
like-
about it, but it's just like kind of.
It's like you gotta start. Since I do own the store, I'm doing a little more research on the stuff I'm not too hip on.
Mm-hmm.
But out there, it's like everyone's like on the same mindset because
Mhm.
they're all into streetwear and clothes and shoes, and it's like the stuff you see, like you'll never see those shoes again. Sometimes like there'll be some, like in the people you meet, like Trinidad James was there.
Mm-hmm.
we took a picture of me, him, and my son, and he ended up posting it on his Instagram. Like,
No way.
yeah, dude. And he put his name and everything. My son's name is Luca. He was like, shout out to Luca.
Oh,
you know,
that's
like
cool.
something like that.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that was
dope.
cool. He was cool. Like ASAP Ferg was. All the rappers were. It's just a cool event to go to. Even if like owning the store, if you're even like slightly into like streetwear and stuff, it's something cool to go to and like experience.
Oh,
Bless you.
Thank you.
Trinidad James performed at KU. I used to go to KU.
You did?
And then, like, he performed in this little club called The Cave.
The Cave, yeah.
You've been there or something?
I've been to Lawrence. We've been all over.
Have you
Lawrence.
been to The Cave?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he performed in The Cave, and he stood up on, like, the little marble countertop and just was performing. So all the kids were just around him. It was crazy, though. I'm not gonna lie. I was too drunk to even like remember the
Trinidad
experience
James
too
is
much,
cool,
but like
dude.
I was back there with like the DJ was, and I was just watching from behind, and then there's all the
Cave, man.
kids. Yeah, The Cave.
The Cave. What's the other one? The Hawk.
The Hawk.
The Hawk.
Have
and
you
then-
been to either of those?
Yeah, I've been to all of those.
Oh,
And
you've
then
been to
like
all
the
of them.
Granada, the Grenasty, they got all
Oh,
of
yeah.
them. Last one I went to there was
Ask James.
the Currency.
Oh,
the
the
Currency
Currency?
concert was sick.
I went to the Earl Sweatshirt concert there.
Was that dude? They have cool shows there. I went to
It is
Flatbush
pretty
Zombies
nasty.
there before that. Flatbush killed it.
Yeah.
They're sick, dude.
Weren't they? Were they hit?
No, they weren't.
They weren't there.
Summer Smash.
Yeah.
So what sells the best for you here? You think? Is there something that like flies off the shelves? Or
Just
racks?
Like the vintage clothes, but I'm like, some people come in there like, this isn't vintage. I'm like, what's it vintage to what? Like, it's not. Some of it's not from the '70s. I think, honestly, anything like super early 2000s before can be sold as vintage.
Yeah.
Especially if it's cool graphics, cool stuff.
If
on
it's
it.
cool graphics, what does it matter? If it's
Why is
vintage?
it? Yeah,
That's
it's like
basically why people
someone-
buy vintage.
You don't have to like. I don't know. There's people out there that just know it all.
Yeah.
So it's like there's no even point to like argue with them or like act like I know more than they do because I probably don't. But it's so irrelevant. Like if you don't think that's worth that, then why'd you even have to tell me that?
Yeah.
Like I don't care. I really don't care.
Yeah.
Because the same thing that someone will come talk shit about, like the next person is really hyped about it. You know.
Yeah.
So
It's just all what you like. It doesn't even matter. to-
And like
to
that's
ask
my
them.
main thing in here.
Yeah.
Like I get mostly stuff that I would like, unless obviously it's some stuff that like that's everyone wants it. Yeah, I'll get that. But most of the stuff like I would actually wear. I don't get stuff just to get it, just to fill it up.
Mm-hmm. So ever since you started this business, like how's your mindset changed? Like, do you think about the business more?
Yeah, every day. That's all we're doing. We're trying to think of the next thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Always try to think of what can we do next. What can we do to like progress to the next level. And it's only been a week. Like we're
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah,
this.
it's
Like this has
literally
been
been-
here forever.
Yeah,
but
it's literally
it's been a week. But
yeah.
we're like really trying to push something to like make a change because
Yeah.
a lot of stuff hasn't like this market here isn't tapped, man. There's a few stores like this, but really there's so much room for more and more stuff.
Are you
Like-
thinking about like merch for the store?
Oh yeah, we got some T-shirts coming. We got some. I mean, we're trying to make our own. We try to make our own pants.
Mhm.
We're about to make all kinds of stuff. Like we're really trying to like do it all.
Yeah, build
We
your
are
brand.
too. We're trying to figure out different ways to build our brand. We just got our logo in today. That was exciting. It looks nice and everything.
You guys had someone make it,
Yeah,
or you guys
can
did?
do the Stampede on Instagram. I don't know if you've heard of him. He has some cool stuff. It's like really
That's cool.
We came up with
I
something,
need to make
but
sure
it
I
was like
shout him out because he definitely needs credit for
For
the
what he
logo.
did.
Because
yeah.
I asked so much from him, and then like he sent me some back, and I asked for so much more. And I know as an artist personally, like when people ask for more stuff, you're like they don't understand how long this takes.
It's super time and
So
effort.
I asked, I was
into
like, man, you really don't have to do this, but if you could do this, and then he's like, well, man, I would usually charge more, but in this case scenario, I'll do it for you. And I was like,
yeah.
salute. Salute to
At
you.
some point, you gotta like outsource.
Yeah,
like
I
we
really-
know a
yeah.
lot. Like, and he's an artist, but like once it comes to like Photoshop or something like that, like people know better than us and can make a better logo. So why
Man.
not outsource?
And that's the thing. It takes time for all that. Like my aunt, she made one of our logos. My boy Clint Herdman, he's down at Goodfellas Tattoos. He drew up that Matryoshka, that nesting doll
Oh, really?
for us.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so we're gonna run with that. That's gonna be like the main thing. Then Ty Neville's, he tattoos at Goodfellas. Shout out to all the dudes, Nash
Yeah.
at Goodfellas. They're gonna drop some stuff. I just want like locals though.
Yeah, it's good if
And
you
that's-
get to know people. Yeah. Then you
My
get
bad, I
to
didn't mean
expand.
to cut you off. Sierra Mortallero too. She did one of our little designs. I want to give everyone credit that's done
Yeah.
anything, you know.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Like, we got our logo locally. Then we also got we're gonna have like kind of an intro song, and I saw it on Instagram. This dude named Unique, it's a rapper, like so randomly, because we're called Cooped Up. So in his song, he said, and I'm sitting in my coop, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. That's it.
Yeah, that's
We
so
got
now
it.
we have an
Should we
intro
reach
song.
out to
So I hit him up, and then he's like, yeah, sure.
He
like,
was cool.
I thought he was gonna charge. He didn't even charge.
He was big. He's big though. Where's
no.
he
I
from?
think he's coming up.
But it sounds really. He's not really big, but yeah, he's working his way.
That's cool,
Yeah.
man. Good. See, you meet people like that.
Yeah,
Like people
the
that
more
are
you
just
meet
cool with
people, like that's what kind of I want to do with clothing. I want to know someone who screen prints who like kind of hook us up, and then I want to know where to get the T-shirts from so we can kind of get a hookup. Like it all connects in some way. So rather than just individualizing yourself and not reaching out to people and not making those connections.
Because
Yeah.
you can do
So,
everything
yeah.
yourself, but like you can put money in other people's pocket. Like there's a couple people around here like that I've reached out to try to make some shirts for me, and it's like I had to beg them, like keep calling them, and it's like, come on, man, like
Mm-hmm.
we can all make money. Like
work together.
I'm trying to give you my money to make some shirts for me, and it was like I had to really try hard. I'm like, okay, on to the next person. Then.
Yeah.
Like if that's how it's. If you're that busy, if you're way too busy for someone that's literally down the street from you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just like who wants to make money? Because I think we went to a couple people for a logo, and this guy just was on it. So
Yeah, he was.
He
on
got
it.
the
Some
money.
people are just driven. Like,
Yeah.
they're hungry to
Yeah.
make money and like to do what they like to do, and then that's the people you want to keep around because, like, you guys came to me. I was like, sure, let's do it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why
I hit
not?
you up on Instagram, and then I was like, we
Like
need to come
right
in.
after you came in here.
Yeah, right after. Yep.
For
And
sure.
then I was like, we need to. I told him we
Hold
need
on,
to
I'm
come
gonna.
in.
I gotta blow my nose.
you're
All right,
good.
so Jason, how's your day today?
We can just cut this part.
Yeah, you got my bad. I'm leaving
No,
you
we don't
guys
have to
solo.
cut it. This is a podcast.
This is a
boy.
podcast, boy.
Yeah, so we're sitting up here in DVA 2%.
I'm about to hit this
He's
intro.
about to hit his enjoy. No smoking. I don't condone the smoking.
Ty? Yeah, shout out Ty. That's my dude.
Kansas City. This is going good. I like this
Smokers.
podcast.
How's this one compared to the other ones?
This
What's
one's
cooped-
good.
What's cooped up though?
Well, it's like a play on words, like cooped up, because like we're in a small space. Usually we are when we're doing a podcast. Like it's either like at his crib or like where we are
This
now.
is cool. We did it in here with like the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like this with that. And all
This, yeah, this.
is that
and then-
camera? Well, we should
Well,
check
that
on
camera will get it a little bit.
No, I
but-
mean, is that still going?
Yeah, I
don't
think
know
that
how
one
long.
is. Wait.
Yeah, with like the
Pretty sure
like I
the
did this on the
t-shirts.
wall, like the chain link fence,
Uh-huh.
man. I actually
Yeah.
won this in an auction for $43.
$43.
And then I was like, let's throw it up there because it fit perfect.
Yeah.
That's why we kind of went with like the outdoorish kind of theme. So like
Yeah.
the turf right here,
Mm-hmm.
turf in the
Flower.
back. The flower was like, just
Yeah.
like the sickest. It was like
Is that not for sale then?
no, but if you really want it, they're still not sold out online.
Really?
So you could just buy it for retail.
How much
Yeah.
is it?
I think they're like $149. It was like the biggest piece they had.
That's cool though. I like
yeah,
it.
it's like cool. It attracts
It won't
people.
fit in my little apartment. But
It's cool.
oh yeah,
they
cooped up.
cooped up. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, cooped up, and then also after like cooped up in a small space, it's also like cooped up like a car. So that's why our logo is a car.
Yeah,
I
and
wanna see
was
it.
The car idea. We valet cars, so like
That's
we're
super tight,
cooped
dude.
up. It can mean so many things. Coop, couple, two people. We're the two hosts. It's just like there's just so many play on words we could use. We had so many names.
Back to
Yeah.
the corny stuff you guys were talking about
Yeah,
earlier. Like,
man,
yeah,
we were coming up with so many names, and then finally, like we were like, we just need to come up with a name so we can make this podcast and get it going.
Yeah, there's so
And
many
you can't
names.
change it now.
Yeah.
Though. Like this is what
No,
it is.
no, this is it.
This
No.
is it.
I was like cooped up, and he was like, let's do it.
And then it has cooped up on the wheel.
On the white
Yeah,
walls.
and this is just gonna go on like the bottom.
Yeah,
of
we
the-
wanted to make it like
video.
low key, so you don't have to like
Yeah.
just see like
We also
the
have
letters.
word-
Get the
lettering, too.
idea. Like
We also have like lettering and different like
different
designs.
ones.
Yeah.
That one's cool too. That one could be like
And then we have letters. Like it's just.
all different ones.
Yeah.
And which one you want to use at the time.
Yeah, we don't even know like how we're gonna utilize everything.
Yeah, we want to get stickers next. I think just to like
That's the
hand
main
out.
thing you
Yeah.
That's what we. Hopefully, First Fridays is a good turnout. So
what are
like,
you gonna do at First Friday?
We're
gonna,
just basically gonna have attention on us somehow, and then we're
We-
gonna like
we've had-
videotape it.
We've had a couple ideas, like whether it be like a slingshot or something like
We'll
that.
drive around in a slingshot, like pass people with football, and like just record it, and
Just
then like
rent one.
if
You
people,
can rent one.
rent one, and if people catch the football, like we'll give them a sticker.
Or just
My
like
buddy has one. Eddie.
Yeah.
His name's Eddie. He
Oh,
owns
that's
all the
dope.
Hub Smoke Shops.
Either a slingshot or a golf cart, because in a golf cart you can go around everywhere in First Fridays. So
Yes, but
I
it's
don't
gonna
wanna
be
be cool.
after the little incident. We're not gonna even talk. It's gonna be a little different.
Oh, you
at
think
First
so?
Friday. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. It was just, it's
you
negative.
think there's just gonna be
There's
more
gonna
security?
be more patrolling. It's gonna be a lot different now. It has to be. After
Yeah.
some like random
I
bullshit like
feel
that
that.
happens,
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's gonna be a lot different.
You weren't out there then. Well, we don't need to talk about it. Oh man, that's a negative thing. I don't even know what to talk about after that because we gotta skip the convo.
We had to just like, boom.
boom. That looks good on your shirt, so I could see you like having like your own merch.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is gonna be huge.
yeah, that's just a sticker and it
This
already
is
looks
gonna be
good.
Huge.
It's a good
Like,
logo.
we're gonna have all kinds of stuff, man. Just like pushing our own brand too, because it's like something that no one's running with. The little like the nesting dolls, and
Mhm.
it's
So
like
that was a tattoo artist who did that.
yeah, Clint Herdman.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a traditional
Clint-
tattoo.
Clint-
Did you pick, or did he pick just one of his designs and then
No, I told him. I told him what I wanted him to do,
and he did it, and that's what.
and he did it.
Okay.
He was like, "This is what I." He did it. He did it. It's tight too.
Yeah, I like it.
It's
Yeah.
a cool. It's not something you see all the time neither.
Mhm.
It's not like just like some random
Yeah, I see it
font,
right
random
there.
this.
I
and
keep
that.
looking at it. I bet that's gonna be in the video a lot.
Oh yeah, dude, that thing is cool. See,
Yeah.
like we made a lot of stuff like that. I want to make some, like some doormats like that.
Oh, that would be cool. And if
Yeah,
it was
like-
the actual doormat was the shape too.
Mhm.
that-
Yeah, like a doormat like
Yeah.
that. Everything that shape though, like
Yeah.
little embroidery stuff like
Mhm.
that.
When you were picking like locations, was this like the only location you're like, I'm picking that one, or were there other locations? you
Man,
picked?
I looked. No, we were on 39th Street at first. We looked all over. We are just like trying to find a decent deal for rent wise. Also, like, cause I'm not trying to spend an arm and a leg on, cause they're taxing on all these spots.
So this was a decent deal for rent in Westport.
Yeah, this is an awesome spot. This place is just
Wow.
ended up working out the best because we were like we looked at one. I mean like me and my girlfriend. She was helping out a lot.
Yeah.
We looked at a couple spots on 39th Street and just one was like too much. They wanted too much. Like this is what are you gonna do with this? Why is this? I'm like, hey, I'm gonna pay rent. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's all a landlord should really want, you know, for me to be like, hey, I'm gonna pay rent.
Mhm.
And it's just too much stuff. He wanted all kinds of information. And then the other place I called, they just wouldn't get back to you. What I've learned and what some of my buddies have said, that like commercial real estate, they're just like they don't care. They'll let that building sit empty and not even care
Because they
unless
got
you
all
do
the money.
exactly because they got all the money. Unless you do exactly what they want you to do. And so I found this place, really good guy that I'm renting from. He let me kind of do everything I wanted inside of here.
Mhm.
Ended up exactly what I wanted it like. 'Cause
Yeah.
whenever I told people like this is what I want, they're kind of like, what? Like that doesn't really even make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, so you had the plan for like the turf before you came in here, like the whole yard thing.
I had all this planned. I was like, I wanted like this, and that, and like the vision really came together. And like even next door, they're like, yo, you kind of did exactly what you're going to. And it's so like now I know that I can do it, like that I can be like, hey, this is my vision, and this is what I want to do. And it kind of did
Yeah.
work out
It did
that
work
way.
It's kind of dope. It seems like low-key like a yard sale because just like
yeah,
oh, this
man,
is
it's
kind of
like,
cool.
No, it's like an outdoor type
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
You know, there's like turf over here,
Uh-huh.
a little metal fence over there, and then you notice like the Z-racks
Uh-huh.
are orange, so
Yeah.
they're like pylon cones. That's kind of what I got in my head, like
Oh yeah.
you know what
see
I
it.
mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what we went. And then the sign outside, Baker Medlock.
Mhm.
That's the dude,
That-
man.
He did that.
He welded that together. It's made out of steel, and then we just put it up. And if you notice, I'm not even gonna say it. Well, if you notice what kind of font it is one day, you'll figure it out. Just like you'll look at the font, you're like, oh man, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Oh, so
It's
it's
similar. It's similar to something, but it's not something.
similar to something.
We'll have to figure that out now.
Yeah, we'll leave that up to you. To
Oh my
figure out.
god,
Oh,
you
man,
got
here
to
we
find
go.
the sign. You guess you could plug the location of the store so people could find out.
I'm trying to get some like the sign is really cool, and you see how like there's power that can run out to it. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to get
Get
some
lights.
lighting on the sign.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
for
was
now,
thinking that. I was like, because I couldn't find it at first, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I passed it, and then I turned around and I saw little wording, or it wasn't little. I saw the wording. I definitely saw the
windows?
wording.
Oh,
I saw the wording, but it was just hard to tell that the store was right here because I've been down this road plenty of times, but you said it hasn't been open for that long.
You never notice it, but now it's like I think people are like, oh, I just drove, like, because people have came in and they're like, oh, I drove past that. Now I know what it is. You popped up on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm like, perfect. So it's working. Like that was the main point. Like it pops a little bit. The sign's kind of different than what everyone else has. Everyone does like the vinyl signs and stuff. It's like metal, like, and it's only gonna look cooler the older it gets, the more it rains on it. Excuse me, because it's gonna
rust.
And
Gotcha.
look super tight.
Yeah. Did you want to like plug your location at all, like where you're located?
What do you mean?
The location of the
For
store.
people that on the podcast to see, like if they want to come.
Yeah, 204 Westport Road.
Alrighty.
And how'd you get into doing grills?
Man,
Do you do them or?
No, I outsourced them to a guy in Houston.
Okay.
Mhm.
He's really good dude.
Where did the idea for doing grills here come from?
Man, I've had grills for a long time. I wear my. I don't
you
wear
have
my.
some?
Oh yeah, I have like 3 or 4 pairs. I've lost a lot of them.
Oh.
But I've always been into it. I think that's like a super cool thing that goes with like this like streetwear stuff. And it was like whenever I was opening the store, I was like, what's the one thing I can add in that nobody's doing? Like
Yeah.
and like that's
Individual,
it.
Yep.
And that's it. So if anybody else starts doing it, they're just biting what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So and you'll know that.
I can say that I've never seen that in like a store like
especially
But
that.
I
in the
saw that in
store.
here and I was like, I'm gonna need to get.
Because
it.
there's jewelry stores and stuff that do it, which is normal. Like
Yeah.
but there's no like streetwear store that's doing it too.
Yeah.
Which that's
That
like
was a good idea.
the little mix, and then I do like the vintage Louis Vuitton and stuff like that,
Mhm.
which also like throws it. It's like, it's not. That's why like that's what I said earlier. It's like we can all do what we're doing, and then like we all have our own niche.
Mhm.
You know, like find your lane, stay in it. Don't like try to do too much. Just like with the shoes, like. I'm not buying every and any shoe. Like I'm trying to buy Jordan 1s. I do Yeezys because I had them in the Vans, and then stuff here and there. But other than that, I'm not trying to.
The hyper ones.
Yeah, the classics. The ones like everyone wants ones.
Yeah, I want some ones. I need
Yeah,
to get
that's what I'm
some.
saying.
Yeah.
Everyone can wear the ones, but it's like once you get over like 14, 13, 12, like I'm not trying to have everything.
Yeah.
Then I'm confused too. I don't even know what it's
Yeah.
costing at that point.
Yeah, I feel that.
What's your favorite Jordan? The one?
I was just talking to somebody earlier. Yeah, the Jordan 1s from like, I think 05. They're the black and gold ones. They're like a black, like smooth black leather. I forget what it's called. And the logo was gold. They're the sickest ones. So if anybody watched this,
gold toe.
they're not gold toe though.
No, not
The gold toes got released not too long ago. These ones are like that smooth leather. I forget what it's called. They're so sick.
It was like from 03.
Yeah, 03, 05, something like that. They're all black with the gold, like, oh, they're so sick.
Yeah, I don't know much about
If anyone
Jordans
watches
either,
this,
to
I
be
don't know how many views we're gonna get. If they watch it, you got a size 9, I'll buy it.
honest. Size 9.
Yeah.
Like you said about like the gold teeth and like how that's making you different. I feel like for our podcast, because there are other podcasts in Kansas City, like shout out to them and all, but most of them are doing audio only.
There's
And I
no
think-
video?
Well, I could be mistaken.
I think there is one guy that does video.
There is one guy.
Yeah.
I've never seen one that does video, but I think we're the only ones who do video. But I feel like after we release, which is very soon, like you're gonna see more podcasts doing video.
Yeah.
Well, I do know one that does video.
It should be video though. I like that.
Because it gets you to see like
Reactions.
what the owner's like. It's more personality, and that's basically like a really good part about business. Like nowadays, because social media, people like seeing personalities. They like seeing funny stuff. They like seeing like just different aspects of businesses rather than just you walk in a store, you walk out. But yeah, I feel like that would make us more individual.
You
having
have to
the
do
video.
that. No,
Yeah.
that's like a huge thing whenever I
And there's
watch
two
like
of us. Like, yeah.
I watch a podcast. I personally think like watching the podcast.
Who do you watch?
I think the Joe Rogan one's cool. Like
Joe
I'm just-
Rogan's dope.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
what's-
probably my favorite one.
Yeah,
He
but
has
he's like the
everybody.
biggest one right now, and
Yeah.
it's just like, but yeah, I'd rather watch it because like the way people move, the way people act.
people
you want to
are-
see that too, like, because people might see this and they don't see my face if they don't know me,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and they'll be like, they wouldn't even imagine that I probably look like this,
Mhm.
or like you guys look the way you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just based
Exactly.
on of audio only, and then once you see, you're like, oh shit, it's not what I thought at all.
Because if it's just audio, it's basically radio.
Yeah.
And radio's a dying industry. So it is like all the radio shows are putting their stuff on podcast platforms.
Yeah,
so
I've
to
noticed
get
that.
more views on it. They all do. They'll record it that
Even
night.
the big ones like the Breakfast Club, like they're putting their stuff on podcast platforms because podcasts are next.
Yeah, for sure.
Basically the next.
I like Joe Rogan because like while you can like also watch it, like while you're in the car, you can just like listen to it. That's what I do a lot of the time on the way to work.
Man, that's
Just
not
whip the car
safe.
and listen to.
You're watching it.
No, yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
I said I just listen to it.
Oh yes.
Yeah, because you have
If you
both
watch it
options.
while
I
you're-
know
You're like,
YouTube Red comes through.
Yeah.
man, yeah, that's what I like to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
Hmm.
because sometimes you just can't like you can hear their voice, but it's like I'm trying to see what like your body language is like and see what you're really about. You know.
So, kind of what business moves do you have for the future?
I don't know. I just started last week.
Yeah.
hopefully get this thing just people in and out. People in and out and happy. Like, not people like, hey, that dude sucks.
Hmm.
Like, people happy, like, genuinely happy and, like, actually like me because I'd like to be personable. You know, I'm not trying to
Mm-hmm.
do none of that, like, negativity, man. Like, that's a huge thing with me. If, like, you're pushing out, like, good energy, man, it should come back.
Yeah.
I think you would think.
It is really stressful because, like, even with this, we started doing this for fun, but still, if you're doing it for fun, you still want it to achieve in some way. Like, you want to see some progress or something. So, like, with this, it's still stressful because you want to figure out how you're going to get people out there, how you're going to want to get people viewers like,
Yeah.
to actually want to see your stuff because we're just two regular guys at the end of the day.
Me too.
But, like, everyone's just a regular person at the end of the day, as we've been able to see, like, from
Everyone
the
is.
podcast.
We're
So
all,
it's just,
and that's what attitude we should have. I feel
Yeah.
like whenever you have that attitude where you're like, oh, I'm too cool for school or I'm better than that. That's just, man, I really just like I don't like that.
there's a, yeah.
I don't
there's a
like
lot of
I
that.
don't. It's not that I don't like people, but I just don't. I can't get down with people that act like that. It's like, cause it's why are you like that?
Yeah.
What made you think that you're just better than everybody?
It's crazy that I can't see how people get to that point where they're just like, no, I'm better than
fuck
you.
all of you. Fuck all of you. I'm too cool.
Because I've seen it plenty of times.
Yeah, for sure. And we've all like fell in that category at some. You know, like we've
Mhm.
all done
Yeah,
it
I
at
know
some
what you
point.
mean, yeah.
We
Yeah,
all have, and
definitely.
like, but it's like, okay, what am I doing? Like,
Mhm.
snap out of that. That's not you.
Definitely.
Like, don't go out of your realm. You know.
Yeah, that was me in high school. Like, because I was a really good painter. I'm not gonna like just say I wasn't. And all my art teachers wanted me to go to art school.
Yeah.
And then, like, my senior year, I was like, I don't know if art's the move for me. But I never told them that. So I was in, like, an IB art class, and I was just, like bumming it all senior year. And my teachers were getting pissed, and I was acting like I was just, like, the best anyway. I was like, I don't even need to be in this class because I'm the man. So, yeah, basically, like, the teachers ended up just hating me. I got a full ride scholarship to a school I didn't even go to. And it's just like, I don't know. I just, at that point, I thought I was just too good for it.
You're the shit.
But
yeah.
then, like, you learn from that. Some people don't learn from it, though. So that's,
Yeah, I've definitely
it's
seen some
crazy.
people that have not learned from that.
When we met, like, it was cool when we met Adam 22 in Chicago. 'cause
Yeah, he was the
we were
most
in
like down
we
to
were in a
earth guy.
club, but he was still like down to earth. He's like, yeah, I'll take a picture with you guys. And I was like, maybe I was like, Jason, maybe I should tell him about the podcast. I know this is like a thing that anyone would do if they come up to him, but like I said, hey Adam, like you inspired us to do a podcast. Thanks for like all the content. He's oh really? That's really cool. Let me know about it. He just said let me know about it, even though I know he probably won't be able to see it.
Yeah.
But if he does, like that'd be really cool. And then I met Cole Bennett at his concert,
Summer
Summer
Smash.
Smash.
Yeah.
And like he was down to earth. His security was like, move away. And Cole was like, no. He's just trying to.
good.
He's
Yeah,
just trying to take a picture. Like it's just all things like that. It's just like, even famous people are down to earth. You just gotta
Find
you
the
know,
right
to-
ones, man.
But it's like you said, we're all people. Like he's just a person. He was just like, let him take a picture.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
crazy.
It's a lot harder to be an asshole.
Yeah.
You know, you're like going out of your way to like be an asshole, or like if you don't like, you dislike somebody, like you can always hold a grudge, and like it's a lot harder to just keep putting on that front that you hate them so much. Because at some point, like, we grew past that, and it's like, we don't care about that anymore. But that some people will just keep holding that grudge, and it's like, just be nice.
Yeah.
It's not gonna get you very far just being mad. Plus, it makes you miserable.
100%.
I wanna go like Kirk Bangs. I wanna go where things don't change. Grandpa tipped it.